Hello, everyone. It is a dark day for WWE because now we got more releases. But here's the ones that got released this year, 2021 so far. I don't know if WWE is going to someday run out of business, but obviously they don't care about what stars they create and get rid of too. Well, anyway, here's the rundown from 2021 of the releases of WWE. Lars Sullivan was released from WWE in the month of January. The reports of his release came out only after some news websites approached the WWE about the matter. Later, it was reported that Sullivan started no showing on WWE TV tapings in November. This led to all the plans related to him being scrapped and his eventual release. So that's why. Steve Cutler. WWE announced the release of Steve Cutler from the Forgotten Sons from the company on February the 4th, 2021. He reportedly had heat from Vince McMahon after he contracted COVID-19 in January. Cutler was recently part of King Corbin's The Knights of the Lone Wolf until he was tested positive for COVID-19, after which he was pulled from television. The Big Show. Big Show and WWE parted ways after his contract got over in January. A new contract was discussed, but no agreement could be reached. The Big Show was probably upset with his last appearance at Raw Legends Night episode where he was verbally threatened by Randy Orton. Big Show has now signed with AEW for in-ring as well as commentary work. His last match in WWE remains WWE title dark match against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 36. Okie dokie. Andrade. Andrade asked to be released from the WWE in March of 2021. He was off WWE TV from October 2020 onwards, and there seemed to have no plan for his future, also from WWE creative team. It was said that his name does not even come in the creative meetings. WWE granted the release to him a few days later. The release was announced during Fastlane 2021 show. Wesley Blake. Wesley Blake made his WWE main roster debut in April of 2020 as part of the Forgotten Sons. He partnered Steve Cutler in the SmackDown Tag Team title match at Money in the Bank 2020. Review. The team was taken off TV after some controversial comments from Jackson Riker came out. Blake and Cutler returned as the Knights of the Lone Wolf in December of 2020, but once again were removed from TV after Cutler was released. Wesley Blake was also released by WWE in April of 2021. Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas was off of WWE TV ever since Crown Jewel in November of 2019. The former NXT champion was not used on TV for much even before that, and mainly worked on house shows. Bo Dallas was cut from WWE in April of 2021, but was inactive as a wrestler for a long time. Kalisto. Kalisto was split from Lucha House Party in the WWE Draft 2020 after a rift between the stable. He was not used much ever since and only appeared in Battle Royals after that. His last match was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown April 9th, 2021, before he was released from WWE in April 2021 budget cuts. Tucker. Tucker was moved to Monday Night Raw in the draft of 2020 and tag team with Otis a split after he turned on Otis at Hell in a Cell 2020. Tucker was used sporadically since then as a jobber to many wrestlers. His last match in WWE was Andre the Giant Battle Royal on April 9th, 2021 episode of SmackDown before he was released next week. Under the Budget Cuts. Chelsea Green, of course, she basically got released. Green got injured during the match and spent time on the sidelines, which was after Survivor Series of 2020. However, she was not used once. She returned in March 2021 and was ultimately released in April 2021. The saddest of mine, because I loved her for fucking years, and WWE fucked up when they released Mickie James, because Mickie James is one of the best women wrestlers to ever compete in the ring, and I believe that they fucked up big time. And whoever this con guy is that works for WWE, he fucking doesn't know shit. It was also reported that James suffered an injury during that match. Like, James was released from WWE as part of budget cuts in April 2021. And the worst thing is that after she was released, a guy that got fired that used to work for talent relations ended up sending her things to her in a trash bag, which was bullshit. He got released too. That's the Mojo Rawley. Mojo Rawley had a torrid time in WWE main roster and was never able to settle down. He had a couple of character reinventions, but never got a serious push from WWE apart from his involvement with his off-screen friend Rob Gronkowski. Rawley was released in April 2021. His last match in WWE came in May of 2020, where he lost to Shorty G. Yeah, Billie Kay. Let's just say this. I'm glad she's no longer in WWE. Her voice sucks, and I did not really like the tag team the Iconics, so enough said about that. And same thing with Peyton Royce. Iconic! Iconic! I'm glad they're both on. Alright, and now Samoa Joe, we can cross that off the list. We can cross that one off the list because that's why they have a line through it. Samoa Joe got a new contract with WWE under the NXT banner, and now he is back in the WWE. Okay, Daniel Bryan, we all know where he's at, AEW, under his real name, Bryan Danielson. Kavita Devi, a former weightlifter, Kavita Devi, became the first Indian woman to sign with WWE back in 2017. So sad that they released her. Kavita also worked in the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania 2018. And was active on NXT live events seen until her injury in August of 2019. NXT live event seen until her injury in August 2019. Kavita missed the Superstar Spectacle event in January of 2021, and it was mentioned that she was in India at the time to deal with some family emergency. Ezra Judge was also released with some other NXT wrestlers in May of 2021. Previously, he was a pro bodybuilder. Judge was signed in August of 2019, but appeared in just 2 matches for NXT. His debut came in a loss against Dorian Mick in an NXT live event on February 29, 2020, while the second match was a loss to Arturo Ruas in another live event. Skylar Stories had previously worked under the ring name Brandy Lauren in the independent circuit, Impact Wrestling, ROH, and other promotions. Skylar has worked just 2 matches in NXT. She last wrestled in the Battle Royal on the 23rd of September of 2020 episode of NXT. Before that, she also appeared on Raw Underground, where she lost a bout to Marina Shafir. Yes, I remember that. Vanessa Bourne was rumored to be called to the main roster in January 2020, but never appeared on either Raw or SmackDown. She signed with WWE in 2016 after initial training with Rikishi and Gangrel at Knox Pro Entertainment. Bourne was quite active in NXT live events and NXT TV, with over 150 appearances from 2016 to 2020. However, she was not used since January 2020. Bourne was released in May of 2021. With other bulk releases, Bourne has previously worked as NBA dancer, NFL cheerleader, as well as Fox Sports presenter. Jessamine Duke, yes, yeah. She was also she was one of the sidekicks of Shayna Baszler during the NXT run. She was signed to WWE in 2018. She was seen in the Raw Underground last year. She also was picked up a win over Avery Taylor in one of her appearances. That was the last time Duke appeared on WWE television. Okay, now we got Alexander Wolf / Axel Tischer. Well, see, we do not, like, we know that he got released in June of 2021, but, yeah, he was from NXT UK, and he was from, Purium. Okay, the Velveteen Dream was quietly released on May 19th because he was accused of asking for and sending new photographs of some minor girls and boys under the Speaking Out movement. WWE did an internal investigation but did not find much into those accusations. However, fans continue to demand his release from the company with #Fire Velveteen Dream trends after his every appearance. Dream was kept away from NXT TV since December 2020. As last mentioned, NXT came against Adam Cole. He was released after WWE found some behavior issues. Oh my goodness, he was released after WWE found some behavior issues. Oh shit. I thought you didn't get released. Yeah, she got released. She's not. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know. She works for NWA now. Santana Garrett joined NXT in 2019 after working as an enhancement talent for a long time. As WWE was not utilizing her, they released Garrett as part of the budget cuts exercise. Alright, now here's the rest who got released. I can put on the refrigerator, please. Buddy Murphy, of course, got released. Ruby Riott, who is now in AEW under the name Ruby Rojo. How did you bring your shirt over there? Lana, she might be, she hopefully goes to AEW with her husband. Aleister Black, who was known in AEW as Malachi Black. Braun Strowman, we don't know where he's going to go yet. Everrise, they are currently in AEW. Also, August Gray, don't know where he's going to be at. See, Tony Nese, don't know where he's at yet. The Bollywood Boys, don't know if they're going to show up anywhere else. Tino Savatelli, he made a couple appearances for AEW's release. Killian Dane, okay. Marina Shafir, Arturo Rose, Kurt Stallion. These guys are from NXT 205 Live. Daivari, we originally know. This is his brother, Arya Daivari. He got released in 205 Live and the NXT brand. I can't believe he got released. The first ever call up from out of any wrestler that's ever been called up to the main roster, Tyler Breeze was the very first ever wrestler to get called up from NXT to Monday Night Raw when he got released. It sucks. And of course, his partner from Brazango, Fandango. Remember that? With the dance and all that.
And I can't find it.
Bray Wyatt.
You know those things? Where's mine at?
I don't know. The nasal thing?
Huh?
The nasal?
No, you know how I bought two of them fucking nose.
You got mine. I haven't used one.
No.
Well, I don't want you to get mad if you want.
I'm not gonna get mad.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
just looking for it.
Bray Wyatt. Well, he was also known as the Fiend. So sorry about the interruption, folks. I'm getting back to the wrestlers. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, got his release. He wanted it. Yeah, woo! Okay, dokie. Bronson Reed. Okay, Adam Cole, baby. He's in AEW. Now here's the newest ones that got released today. These are the new release cuts, and I cannot believe it. Well, let's start it off. Karrion Kross got released today. Nia Jax is no longer with the WWE. That pissed me off too. Keith Lee. I cannot believe they released him. Oh my god. Okie dokie. I'll look at these in a second. Let's see. Actually, I'll start over right now. Here we go. Okay. Grand Metalik on November 4th got released. Okay, these are November 4th. Lindsay Dorado. Eva Marie is now gone after a few months of the company. B-Fab, Brianna Brandy. Okay. Harry Smith, the Bridgeville's son, got released again. Scarlett Bordeaux. That pissed me off. Scarlett Bordeaux pissed me off because now she's going for WWE. I do not know what the hell WWE's doing. Only Lorcan, I'm really don't care about, so I'm glad he's gone. She was known as Ty Valkyrie in Impact Wrestling. She recently came to WWE NXT. She's the wife of fucking John Morrison. Frankie Monet got released. I can't believe that. This was definitely a shocker. Ember Moon's no longer with WWE. Mia Yim got released. These are more people that I knew about. Craig Baxter, Jesse Camilla, Jeet Rama, Zeta Ramir, Katrina Cortez. Okay, yep, we know that Adam Cole, Bronson Reed, Bobby Fish got released already. Desmond Troy, Leon Ruff, Tyler Russ, Jake Atlas, Mercedes Martinez, Asher Hale, Gaines Zanzier, Zakarian Colonna, Reeves, Eric Sterling, and Ric Flair all got released earlier. Now, for the rest of the backstage and other releases for 2021, here are the ones that also got released. November 4th, 2021, Stan Stansky, who was the Senior Vice President of Creative Services. The announcer, Greg Hamilton, got released October 26, 2021. NXT referee, Stephen Smith, ring announcer, and Bray Wyatt's wife, Josiane Alex Offerman. Backstage producer, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Double J, Jeff Jarrett got released. Fucking assholes. Senior Vice President of Talent Development, Canyon Seaman. WWE Monday Night Raw writer, Kenneth Mobley. The Monday Night Raw commentator, Tom Phillips. Yep, Raw commentator, Adnan Burke. Senior Vice President and Head of WWE Studios got released, Susan Levinson. International Vice President of Communications, Dan Humphries. The Senior Vice President of Production, Brian Pelagago. Executive Vice President of International, Jay Rosenstock. The Vice President of Media Operations, Malcolm Nolan. Digital Media, James Wortman. WWE Raw Commentator, Adnan Burke. There he said that. Executive Vice President of WWE's Advanced Media Group, Jalen Dolan. NXT referee, Drake Younger / Drake Wirtz. NXT referee, Jake Clemens. Senior Director of Talent Relations, who's the one that basically told Mickey James here's her stuff in a trash bag, but now he got released by WWE because of it. Mark Carano. The Director of Talent Relations, Nicole Zioli. Vice President of Communications, Mead Rust. Manager of Publicity and Corporate Communications, Joe Villa. Those are all the wrestlers that got released and all the backstage announcers and other releases that got released today. And I just hope there's no more. This is getting ridiculous. This is the 8th the eighth batch of WWE talent and wrestlers um that's gotten released now. What I don't understand is one thing: why do they keep on having tryouts for new people to come in to become a professional wrestler when they're probably going to get released too? So I'll ask you, Vince McMahon needs to fire one more person, and that's that dang Khan guy, Nick Khan, who obviously works for WWE. So that'll be it for now. All right, talk to you guys later. All right, bye.
Look at